It is with great pleasure that I welcome all of you to the 13th Annual LASA Conference at Darden. Before we begin, I would like to convey a special welcome message to our Dean, Robert Bruner, and his wife, Bobby Bruner, who are here with us. As a Darden student, I am especially proud to welcome our keynote speaker and his wife, Mr. President Vicente Fox and Mrs. Martha Fox. As you may know, the Latin American Student Association, also known as LASA, is a student-run organization established to provide students with a forum to pursue Latin American cultural, professional, and social opportunities. LASA promotes and supports the efforts of the Darden community to increase diversity in the curriculum, faculty, and student body. One of our main goals is to increase the awareness of Latin America at Darden, but also to increase the awareness of Darden in Latin America. Before we introduce our keynote speaker, I would like to present somebody we all know very well. High touch, high tone, high octane. Please join welcoming Robert Bruner to the stage with us.
Welcome to everyone. On behalf of the faculty and staff and students, I extend a special welcome to our many visitors from this entire region. I know the speaker of ours this afternoon has generated quite a large crowd. There's an overflow room in the next building in room 50. We will also broadcast this and extend this presentation to our alumni and to the wider public. I can't think of a better speaker to visit with us this afternoon. The Darden School's mission is to improve society by developing leaders, principled leaders, in the world of practical affairs. You can choose many possible candidates, but our speaker this afternoon indeed models that mission. You recall the mission is we develop leaders, principled leaders in the world of practical affairs. It doesn't say business. It doesn't say management, it says practical affairs. What does that mean? It means that leaders really don't know the boundaries between business, government, not-for-profits. Leaders move across the entire terrain. They go where they can make a difference. So it's appropriate that we should have difference makers here on our stage. We have many of them during the year, but this one is especially noteworthy. Vicente Fox entered public service in the 1980s. He became a federal congressman and Secretary of Agriculture in Mexico. In 1995, he was elected governor by a 2-to-1 margin. And just 5 years later, in 2000, he was elected president of Mexico. But before he became a public servant, Vicente Fox went to business school. He took a job as a route supervisor with Coca-Cola. A series of promotions followed, and he became the youngest ever executive appointed president of Coca-Cola for Mexico. Under his leadership, Coke surpassed Pepsi as Mexico's best-selling soft drink. I'm sure his business education and experience have given him a unique perspective on a variety of global topics. Please join me in welcoming Vicente Fox to our community.
Muchísimas gracias. Muchísimas gracias. Me apenan un poco con tanto aplauso. ¿Cuántos hablan español? ¡Wow! ¡Bravo! Bob, thank you very much. Thank you for your invitation. Thank you for the opportunity for me to be here with this great audience of leaders, and to be here in this town or city or this campus, to be here in Charlottesville, land of Thomas Jefferson. And this brings me a lot of memoirs from my grandfather, Jose Fox, a person from Cincinnati, Ohio, whose family came from Strasbourg in France, and backwards came from Ireland. A family of migrants that moved, looking always for better opportunities. And when those opportunities were not there, in Strasbourg, wars, famine, hunger, problems, he decided, as many others, to come to this great nation, which was then in the mouth and the minds of most everywhere in the world. The opportunities in America. Las oportunidades en las Américas. And people started flowing in. And my grandfather, once he was in Ohio, in Cincinnati, there were problems here. The war, the developing of this great idea of building a democratic nation with equal opportunities for everybody. And that certainly attracted him. And that land of Ohio gave to this nation 7 presidents. It's a state that gave more presidents to the Union. But even though, after part of the family participating on the Civil War, my grandfather decided to move down to Mexico. And without a penny in his pocket, he took his horse and started riding. He took trains across deserts, mountains, rivers, borders. He got to Guanajuato. And that's where he settled and started working as a night watchman. And 10 years of hard working, 10 years of saving, gave him the opportunity to buy the ranch where we are today, where we've been 5 generations, the family. So he found his dream back there. And so happens today with migrants coming to this great land of opportunities, to this great nation. To them, to the migrants, documented or undocumented, from Mexico, from Salvador, from Puerto Rico, from wherever, Asia, India, I admire, because they are a very special cast of people. They have something within that makes them